from Bloody Disgusting, Treehouse of Horror, whatever number
34.
that is. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Mod Squad Horror Show. I'm your host, Harley, as always, joined by the wonderful Brandon.
Bro.
And we got the fabulous Felix joining us today.
Twice in a row. What's up?
Okay, let's start our show off with our sponsors. We have Straka Art. Guys, scan that QR code right there. Go check out his awesome artwork. He is doing Inktober, and he's got a lot of new artwork coming out. We also have Skullectomy by Jolt 7 Studios. Guys, Lisa is an awesome person. Her skulls are awesome all around. Let them both know that the Mod Squad sent you. We also have t-shirts. Scan that QR code up there in that corner. And this is our shirt of the month, the Suicide Awareness shirt.
Sweet.
Go ahead,
Really
scan
dig
that
that one.
QR code in the corner, and we'll let you order it.
That's great.
Okay, yeah, that shirt's awesome. Let's move on to our first trailer.
There's a young man. I talked to him. I wish I was with you. That's really weird, Lisa.
I don't know about all that.
God created power tripping on the mission.
Taffy says it's a waste of time to try and fix a boy. It's better just accept a guy's flaws.
Oh, that's so cute. I can't do that. Not until we bury the body.
There's no turning back now. I can't be saved. And in the next life they'll remember me.
Doing the horror show, right? Let's make it.
Really hope this goth phase ends soon.
Oh, that's
And
silly.
My first thought is, how about every week we swap on who picks the trailers?
I'm fine with
Are
that.
you're not a fan of that one? So
I thought it was
will
okay.
say I love campy horror, and that looks pretty campy. And I mean, there's definitely not enough horror that revolves around Valentine's Day. So
Exactly.
I'm okay with it. I'll probably watch it. The wife and I will probably go see that around Valentine's Day. It looks like it could be fun.
I'm
It
not
comes
gonna
out
lie.
February 9th.
We will probably see it too, but it just was a little much. Just
Yeah.
I mean, it had cute moments, but when you're thinking horror, you don't think of cute moments. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what though? I was actually just thinking about this recently because there was a bunch of people. So I went to the mystery movie Monday, and It's a Wonderful Knife, and on the Reddit thread, a bunch of people were complaining about it being too campy and too there a lot of people weren't a fan of it, and I was like, I'm so sick of hearing that because any mainstream horror in theaters is good for horror fans. Like a lot of the horror that's been really popular in movie theaters recently has been like super serious horror, like really gory stuff like Terrifier and stuff like that. Campy horror deserves a comeback. Like 80s camp horror deserves a comeback. And so I'm all for it.
And that movie looks totally like 80s because
Yeah.
they're
It
teasing
had
their
that feel.
hair
Yeah.
It had that feel.
People
and
just
the
need to learn to have
dresses.
fun at the theaters again.
A fan of the Universal monsters, so the Frankenstein aspect of it did get me in a little bit. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
going to go opening day, but it's something we will watch here on Sunday.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to our horror news. Which, once again, this week we forgot the thingy for it.
Another hit on Felix there.
No, I forgot it too. Okay. Terrifier 3 will be set on Christmas. I do have that poster that they have for us too for it.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love it. He's wearing Santa's face around his neck.
Yeah,
I'm so
Brandon
stoked.
shared that. Brandon shared that yesterday in the chat, and I'm like, I need one of those posters, if anything. But
Yeah.
I mean, around Christmas, I hear the next Scream movie is going to be set in Christmas, so that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
early talks on it. So that might be like we just saw, Valentine's Day is getting its thing. Why does everything have to happen on Halloween or Friday the 13th? Other holidays
Right.
have some killer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love Christmas themed horror. That's one of my favorite subgenres of horror. So
Silent
I
Night
can't
will
wait.
always be embedded in my head as a kid watching it for the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You know,
And we've had a lot of good Christmas horror trailers come out here lately, like the
Yeah.
Grinch one and then the Silent
Yeah.
Knife.
Yeah.
yeah, I thought you
Yeah.
fell
It's a
asleep in the Grinch one, no?
I
I'm done.
don't think it was her. Yeah. It's a Wonderful Knife. There was that other
I was
one.
going to ask you,
The
how was that?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was like Scream meets
It's a Wonderful Life.
Freaky meets yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. It's goofy, it's silly. And I was saying before, Justin Long just needs to be in every horror
Yes.
movie from now on. Like, he is the Scream King. Like, he's done everything he's been in is gold, Jeepers Creepers and Drag Me to Hell and Barbarian, and this one, he stole this movie for sure.
He always
It's
gives
really
off
good.
that like silly but kind of you never know what to expect
Yeah,
attitude.
and
Like 1 minute he's be all silly and the next he'll be serious with the knife up to your throat, and that's
yeah,
just the personality he gives off.
you definitely don't know what to expect with his character in this one. It's pretty good. Yeah, he definitely plays outside the box in this one.
R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour. This anthology series is gateway horror at its finest.
R.L. Stine was totally the gateway drug for me when I was a kid. When it comes to horror, Goosebumps. That was it.
Didn't you come to Arizona just for a book
I did.
signing or
Yeah.
reading or something?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was freaking awesome. Getting to meet him was amazing.
Any kid who grew up in the 90s loved R.L. Stine with the Goosebumps and yeah.
Yep. Fear
The
Street.
Haunting Hour can be traced back to a straight to video called Don't Think About It. And then it went to Cartoon Network for a little bit. So they're bringing this back from that straight to video.
That's awesome.
Never think about it, just do it. That's what I always say.
And it's R.L. Stine. Like, I know that new Goosebumps series that just came out on Disney is doing really good for like the first
it's been really
weekend
popular.
it came out. It hit good with
and the Fear Street movies that they did on Netflix, those were really popular. I wish they would do some more of those. I'm sure they will at some
You
point.
know what? I passed on an article last week talking about that. I didn't read it, but I'll look that up and see what's up with that. I didn't know he did those. I still haven't seen them yet, but
yeah.
From Bloody Disgusting, Treehouse of Horror 34, Image Gallery previews Silence of the Lamb spoof and more. Okay, this is going to be released on November 5th. So you guys will have time to watch this. Yes, it will not, because it comes
doesn't come out
on
before Halloween?
No, it is not going to be released till November 5th. And I've got pictures from that article of the Treehouse of Horror. It's crazy that it's 34 Treehouses of
Yep.
Horror. Like The Simpsons is the
And
longest.
they didn't even start it right away either. They started it a little bit after they were on.
Yeah.
And The Simpsons has been the longest running animated series still to this day. And they still have new episodes coming out every Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Okay, here's these pictures, guys. Got Homer chasing that donut.
Is it a small one or a big one?
Well, it looks like it went into that green stuff that he works with.
Yeah.
And now he wants the donut.
At the nuclear power plant.
Yeah.
I wonder if that
I know a
age
lot
is
of,
Humpty Dumpty.
a lot of the previous older Treehouse of Horrors didn't come out until after Halloween. It's kind of a running gag.
Look how old Sideshow Bob looks.
Yeah.
So is this the Silence of the Lamb?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Keeps going.
Hi, Lisa.
Just Lisa being older like that just doesn't look right, no?
Even, what is his name? Can't think of his name. But
Really?
it's crazy that they're still going.
Really quick, just as a kid, just because it was an issue, and I didn't leave it in, so you guys don't know what I'm talking about.
Whatever
34.
number that is.
But as a kid, see, we didn't have computers, we didn't have phones, we barely had, the Nintendos and shit. I shit you not. I taught myself, because we had one clock. All the clocks were normal, and you had to tell time, but we had one clock that was normal. That was Roman numerals. That were Norman. This is what I get for talking shit from Marley.
Dude, you're struggling.
Which was Norman Room.
Roman numerals?
Which was Brandon.
Roman numerals.
Yeah, and I literally sat there and I knew, what number was what, and I taught myself how to read Norman rooms one day just because I was bored. That's what we did back in the day. So
yeah, that's
I have to throw that in there.
From Joe Blow. Network and streamers asked to add disclaimer to horror films featuring villains with visible differences.
I'm sorry, but this is fucking stupid. Come on.
The charity Change Faces has reached out to networks and streamers to ask them to add disclaimers to horror films that feature villains with visible difference, letting viewers know the films reinforce negative stereotypes.
So they're worried that somebody with burn scars is going to watch A Nightmare on Elm Street and say, oh, that's a bad depiction of a burn victim?
Yeah.
Get fucked.
Like we were talking in prep.
Shit.
I see a little bit when we kind of need to put people, we need to go on the straight and narrow, but just a little bit. This is just a little way too much.
This is way too far.
It's like someone, like if the monster's got 3 arms and that's the climax of the movie at the end, he's been doing it this whole time with his 3rd arm. It has to tell you in the beginning of the movie. It typically spoils the movie for you. Like, what the hell?
I mean, don't most horror movies have this right here at the beginning?
In the beginning,
except for the Mod Squad part on it, but most of them have like their disclaimers in the beginning of the movie telling you, hey, this is graphic, it's going to have possible sex and drugs.
It's a work of fiction, fictional characters.
I mean, seriously, how many women have you seen, like, because they want the whole disclaimer with like the 3 boob woman and all that. Okay, how many women have you seen with 3 boobs?
Not enough.
I was going to say typically what Brandon said.
Okay, how many people have you seen in real life come out of the toilet with knives on their hands?
Yeah, not enough.
Drunk or not drunk, because drunk, then I've seen it a lot of times.
These are movies. It's make-believe. Grow up.
I mean, people
Seriously,
like
if you
us.
think this is a good idea, please tell me why and make some
In the
sense out of it,
comments,
because
in
this
the
doesn't make
comments,
any
let us
sense.
know,
This
please.
doesn't make any sense. This is stupid.
I mean,
I'm not
people
going to
like
sugarcoat
us
it. That's dumb as shit.
People like us go to horror movies to escape reality at times because it
Their life
helps
is
with
worse. Yeah.
exactly.
Let
So
us know
I
if
think
you
that's
agree
crap.
with us, because I think we're all on the same page on this here. Let us know if you agree with us. As I said, I'm for a little bit of, just a little bit, but this is way
And
too
if
much, if you ask me.
yeah, if you don't agree, please send me some hate mail. I would love that. That would be fantastic.
Send it all to the Mod Squad Network and address it to
At
Brandon.
gmail.com. Yeah.
At gmail.com.
CC Brandon.
Okay, let's move on to our trailer 2. Roll that beautiful footage.
Hmm?
I'm excited for this one. It's The Strangers.
Oh. I haven't
Ryan?
watched
I absolutely love her as an actress.
I knew you couldn't ride a motorcycle. Ryan?
It does have a little bit of the feel already of the original one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she has a
Some kind of
likable
lighting
face
and
too. She has a likable face. She doesn't look like someone want
Ryan?
to walk up to them and punch them or nothing like that.
hey, I like your face.
Hello?
Yeah, it's totally her face that I like.
Is Tamara here? No. We already told you there is no Tamara here.
Ooh,
Yeah, let's stick our eye
that's
back up to
creepy,
the peephole again.
That's where I would
right?
pick up the phone right there.
Hello?
I mean, clearly, you should realize you're in a horror movie at this point.
Watch now, she's gonna open the door.
She gonna? Oh, I was gonna say.
She's gonna.
She gonna open it?
Or wasn't it already locked? Jeez.
Is Tamara here?
Oh shit.
I
Hell
like what I
yeah.
saw.
That looks creepy as fuck.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. I love the strangers. I love the antagonists in that movie, how they're so creepy by just being like just so I don't know
Normal.
what the word is I'm
Creepy.
looking for, but like
Oblivious,
they just act
innocent.
totally they act totally normal, but you know that they're like those are some evil motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to our urban legends / ghost stories. Brandon, this is all you.
Yeah, it is. All right. So, this week's urban legend, let me, oh shoot, hang on. Let me go back. There it is. All right. So, this week's urban legend, I am doing Bloody Mary. The the legend of Bloody Mary is if you say her name 3 times in a mirror, or you turn out the light, look in the mirror, light a candle, say her name 3 times. She's supposed to appear, either screaming at you, cursing you, clawing your eyes out. She's usually covered in blood. And I looked up the the origin of this legend, and it says that historically this ritual encouraged, like this was like hundreds of years ago, the ritual encouraged young women to walk up a flight of stairs backwards holding a candle and a hand mirror in a darkened house. As they gazed into the mirror, they were supposed to be able to catch a view of their future husband's face. There was, however, a chance that they would see a skull or the face of the Grim Reaper instead, indicating that they were going to die before they would have the chance to marry. In the ritual of today, Bloody Mary allegedly appears to individuals or groups who ritualistically invoke her name in an act of katoptromancy. This is done by repeatedly chanting her name into a mirror placed in a dimly lit or candlelit room. The Bloody Mary apparition allegedly appears as a corpse, witch, ghost that can be friendly or evil or a demonic spirit and is sometimes seen covered in blood. The lore surrounding the ritual states that participants may endure the apparition screaming at them, cursing them, strangling them, stealing their soul, drinking their blood, or scratching their eyes out. Some variations of the ritual call Bloody Mary by a different name. Hail Mary and Mary Worth are popular examples. Now, where exactly this came from, there's a few different stories to it. There's some debate on the identification of Bloody Mary and if she was based on a real woman. A number of historical figures have been put forward as candidates for Mary, including Mary I of England, who had around 300 religious Protestant dissenters burned at the stake during her reign, earning her the nickname Bloody Mary. There was also Elizabeth Bathory, a 17th century Hungarian countess who allegedly tortured and killed around 660 girls and women, bathed in their blood, and was accused of vampirism. And then there was also Mary Worth, who was identified as either a woman who killed slaves escaping the American South via the Underground Railroad, or a woman who was burned at the stake during the witch trials in the early modern period. So whichever one you go with, usually the outcome is the same. You say her name 3 times in the mirror, and she appears and fucks you up in some way. So I thought it would be fun to do a little Bloody Mary on the show. So, Chance, you do me a favor and hit the light right there. Now, I've never done this
Like on the
before.
real?
I was always too scared to do it when I was a kid, but I'm a big strong man now and I feel like I can take on Mary if I had
All
to.
right,
So
guys. You
I've
guys do
got
your big man strong stuff.
my
I gotta
candle here.
go. Cujo's calling me. She's hungry
Mhm.
or something. I'll be
I
back in a little bit.
happen to have a mirror right here also. So I'll turn it here and hopefully you guys can see. There we go. All right.
Okay, for
You
those
ready?
of you who don't want to see this, now's the time to fast forward.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen here. I might
Can I
just
make
get
you big?
fucked up by
I'm gonna
Ghost
make you
Mary.
big.
Yeah. An evil spirit or demon or witch, whatever she is. There we go. Yeah, look at that. All right. Here we go. Ready?
No.
Bloody
Nope.
Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Well, that was disappointing. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of hoping for more there.
His little grin he gave one right before he said the third one.
I made Chance jump.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I thought you had set something up with Chance to do something like a jump
Oh,
scare
man.
or
I wish I
something.
had.
That would have got me. I was
Wish
like
I
waiting
had.
for something. I'm like, knowing Brandon, he hooked something up. Something's gonna happen here.
So anyways, that is Bloody Mary. So who knows? I mean, she could just be waiting for me to log off here, and maybe she just doesn't want to be caught on film.
Maybe you're gonna wake up to your bed tucked all around you and you can't move.
Oh, shut up. That's spooky.
Okay, so let's move on to our horror rewind. This week it is Creepers. Creepers is an upcoming American horror thriller film directed by Marcus Classfield. It came out in 1989. Go ahead and roll that beautiful footage.
Jennifer is the new girl in a strange school. She's taunted by her classmates, haunted by a deadly secret.
Is she insane? Well, she's not normal.
And caught up in a murderous wave of terror.
When the murderer hides his victims, he likes to keep in
Dr.
physical
Loomis!
contact with them.
Yeah,
But Jennifer's got a
I
few
was gonna say that.
million close friends.
Insects never hurt me. I love all insects.
We're in a position to do extraordinary things.
And she's going to need every one of them. Creepers.
That's right. It's a magic wand. Ask him to lead you where the dead bodies are, and he'll lead you.
From one of the most acclaimed masters of suspense comes the chilling tale of a young girl trapped in a web of evil. Dario Argento's Creepers.
I don't know if I've seen it.
It will make your skin
I've
crawl.
never seen it.
That's the
So
one you two?
yeah, that's crazy because I've never seen it. I love Jennifer Connelly. I wasn't I didn't watch a whole lot of Italian horror growing up as a kid though, so that's probably why.
Well,
I've
that's
only
why you
kind
do.
of gotten more into it as I've gotten older.
Okay, so it is time for our horror question of the day. So this is a pretty good one. If you had to chop off a piece of your body, which would you choose?
Let Brandon go first.
This goes back to like the Saw movie.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. I'm on one side, Brandon's on the other side.
Can it just
You got
be
it.
like any
Any part of
anything?
your body, anything.
I mean, I would say it would probably have to be like a toe or something, like something that I'm not
That's what we
gonna
said
miss.
earlier.
That's the only thing.
I was waiting
that
for you to
I
say like a
wouldn't miss.
leg or an arm or something. Yeah, a toe. I'd be good with a
And
toe.
it would probably be like one of the
pinky
middle
toe. Pinky
toes,
toe.
like the ring toe or something. Because you use your big toe and your pinky toes for balance. Your middle toes are just there; they don't really do much.
It's funny. That's what we said. We said probably our toes because with that you could hide them in shoes and nobody have
Yeah.
to see them, and
Yeah,
you won't miss
and
it.
then I'd like show it off. I'd be like, "Have you ever seen a guy with only 4 toes?"
Oh my!
But it couldn't be the second toe because then you couldn't wear flip flops, and I love flip flops, so it would have to be
the ring
like
one.
the ring toe. Yeah, get rid of the fucking ring toe. Nobody needs that unless you wear toe rings.
Okay,
And then you
guys,
just wear the toe ring on the other foot.
just put it on a different toe.
Clearly, I've given this a lot of thought.
That's what we did. We were discussing this earlier when we were prepping about which part we would cut. We were like a toe because you could hide it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, that is it for this episode of the Mod Squad Horror Show. Guys, go check out our shirt of the month. Scan that QR code right there and go order this. This is an awesome shirt this month. As always, go check out our community.
It's growing.
Yep. Slowly, but it's getting there.
This is where we hang out, chat. We have a lot of activity that goes on here. We do giveaways. And this is where you could just BS with us. As always, go check out Back to the Retro Review, the Daily Dank, the last podcast you'd want, and all of our other shows. You're watching the horror show, go check out the movie show, the gaming show, and we go live every Saturday night with the giveaway. Well, for Brandon, Felix, myself, and the entire Mod Squad, see you in your nightmares.
See ya.
Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure you watch this one right here.
I seen the way he dresses, guys. You don't want to take his opinion. Watch this one right here.
Oh, come on, Scooter. They want to watch this one.
You went there, didn't you?